Hey there, lovely souls, and welcome back to Neo Self Care, the podcast where we're on a mission to empower and uplift you. I'm your host, Vashti Ma'a, and I'm thrilled to be your companion on this journey to a happier, healthier, and more fulfilled you. Each week, we dive into the world of self care, personal growth, and all things positive and empowering. From practical tips to heartwarming stories, we're here to inspire you to live your best life. So whenever you're tuning in during your morning commute, your daily workout, or your cozy evening wind down, get ready to unlock your full potential, nurture your soul, and join our amazing community of self-care enthusiasts. You're not alone on this journey. We're in this together. So grab your favorite drink, find a comfy spot, and let's embark on another exciting episode of Neo Self-Care. Hey there, lovely souls, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Neo Self-Care. I am your host, Vashti Ma'a, and today we are diving head first into the colorful and inspiring world of creativity. So grab your paintbrush, your pen, your dancing shoes, or just your curiosity because we're about to unleash your creative side like never before. So, you know self-care isn't just about bubble baths and spa days. It's also about nourishing your soul, and what better way to do that than through creativity? Now, creativity is, in my eyes, a magical force that resides within each of us, meaning this isn't something that one person has and the other person doesn't. It's something that really resides in each and every one of us, just waiting to be awakened. It's a key to unlocking new levels of self-expression and emotional well-being. So before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about why creativity is so important. So it turns out that there's some fascinating science behind it. So when you engage in creative activities, did you know that your brain releases dopamine? You know, that feel-good hormone? It's like a burst of happiness straight from your noggin, seriously. I know we have other ways to release dopamine, like working out for those who love to do it, or just laughing. But for those who may not be in a jokey type of, mood, or if you're not working out, just going and being creative can really enhance and unlock those dopamines as well. Creativity also helps reduce stress and anxiety. It boosts your problem-solving skills and it enhances your overall mental health. So it's like a mental workout for your brain that leaves you feeling refreshed and invigorated. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You don't have to be a professional artist or a musician to tap into the magic of creativity. In fact, everyone can do it, and we're about to show you how. So let's kick things off with some practical tips on infusing creativity into your daily life. Are you ready to dive in? Let's go. So tip number 1, I call it the morning reset. So you want to start your day with a creative mindset. So instead of reaching for your phone the first thing in the morning, try picking up a journal or try picking up a sketchbook. Write down your dreams if you can, jot down a few thoughts, or even sketch a picture. It's a beautiful way to set a positive tone for the day. On top of that, taking a moment in the morning time to really spend some time with yourself has so many fantastic, what am I trying to say? I don't want to say abilities, but benefits. It has so many fantastic benefits for you because you get to reflect on your mood. You get to reflect on your energy. I mean, for those who care about it, going back and reflecting your dreams, seeing what messages are, that you had for the night or for the week or whatever, you can get a lot from your dreams. So if you don't have a dream journal, I would highly suggest you to get a dream journal. But just taking a few moments out of the day and giving that to yourself, not checking Instagram, not checking TikTok, not checking Facebook, not playing Monopoly, anything like that. But just taking that moment for yourself, checking in with yourself. Not only are you telling yourself like, hey, you are the most important thing that matters to me when I wake up, but you're also setting the tone for your day going forward. What do I mean when I say that? Sometimes when we wake up and we check Instagram, we check Facebook or any other social media, depending what the first post is, it could be something sad, it can be something that makes you angry, it can be something that really just throws off your entire mood. You set the tone for the day, and that's extremely important. But when you wake up in the morning and you do something like meditation, or at least just write down your plans for today, you're conditioning yourself to be prepared to take on the day. You're conditioning yourself to almost set an intention for how you want your day to begin, how you want your day to start. Have you guys ever heard the saying that says like how you start your day determines your day? I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but I've heard of it before. And at first I thought it was just like, maybe, I don't, like you hear little quotes here and there and you're like, yeah, not really. But when I really start to apply that, I could really see how your attitude in the morning really sets the tone for the day. Now, I'm not saying that's something that can't be changed, because at any given moment you can adjust your frequency and change whatever's going on in your day. But when you start strong, you finish strong. So taking that time out to spend some time with you is not just beneficial to your mental health and your well-being, but it really starts the day off strong. So if you haven't already set a morning routine, get that started. The morning mindset reset is everything. So if you haven't started, that's okay. That's why we're talking about it. Start now. Start today. And if it's not morning time already, start tomorrow. Okay? So, like I said, you want to pick up a journal, ask yourself how you're feeling. How did we sleep last night? What's that number one thing that keeps coming up on your mind? Is it something that can be worked out? Why does it keep presenting itself? Write it out. Talk to yourself as you write it out. Let just words and emotions and anything else that wants to come out, let it flow naturally so that you release it. Like I said, with your dreams, write down your dreams. What did I dream last night? Why did I dream this? What were my dreams trying to tell me? Because sometimes dreams can be messages. It could be messages from our subconscious. It could be messages from God. It could be messages from the universe. Whatever you believe in, dreams are a form of communication, and if you write them down, you start to understand what's being communicated to you, okay? And then again, if you have nothing to say, just doodle a little bit. See what comes to mind. See what you find yourself drawing frequently over and over and over again. I remember when I was younger, just to get into a little personal story, I remember when I was younger, I always used to draw the same things over and over again. And I mean young, like 9, 10 years old, 13, 16, 18, 22, 25. Even in my 30s, I've always drew the same things over and over again, not really understanding why. And later on, I realized I used to draw those things I guess I could tell you what I used to draw. But I used to always draw eyes. Like the things that you used to look to see. I used to always draw eyes, 2 pairs of eyes, and a house with a tornado around it. I don't know why lightning strikes around it. Like, I just always did it. And it wasn't just one or the other. It was always both. And as I got older, I was like, why do I keep drawing eyes? And why do I keep drawing a house with turmoil? And eventually I start realizing there's some dis-easement around me, because then what would happen was the doodles turn into words. So I would draw the eyes, and I would draw the home with the tornado being around it, and draw the home with the lightning being around it with the eyes. And I would start writing some really negative words around it, like loneliness and depression and sadness and anxiety. And I would just like, I wasn't consciously aware of what I was doing, but I was still doing it. Do you know what I mean? And so I had to really stop for a second and reflect, like, okay, why am I doing this? Obviously, if my subconscious is throwing these thoughts out there, throwing these feelings out there, it must be because I feel this way deep down inside. And why do I feel this way? What is myself trying to tell myself? What is my subconscious trying to tell my consciousness? And since then, I was able to self-correct. It's no secret. I promoted. I went into therapy. And I realized there was a lot of pain that has been locked inside of me since I was younger, which is why I always used to draw the house and the upheaval and the tarot moment, for those who understand tarot. But it was always an issue. And it wasn't until I really start watching the patterns and watch what I used to doodle unconsciously that allowed me to even take that path of healing. So doodle, draw. It doesn't matter if you're not the best drawer in the world. I'm not the best drawer in the world, but guess what? I'm gonna draw them eyes, and I'm gonna draw them houses like it's the best thing ever. Because that's what comes out. I mean, like, now I don't really do that. Now I draw eyes still, but I notice I don't do the house anymore. Now I do other things like hearts and, little girly stuff here and there, but I'll take it. It's better than what I used to do. But start doing that, because I feel like that you will be able to learn more about yourself than what you already know. Okay? Tip number 2, I call it creative breaks. So throughout your busy day, take short creative breaks. So rather that's just a quick little dance in your living room, or a few minutes of mindful coloring, or humming a tune, these breaks can re-energize you and boost your productivity. So like, if you're at work, obviously you can't just get up and start dancing. And I get it. Some of us can. And I mean, hey, if you got it, then do it. But if you're at home and you're cooking or something, turn on some music that you really enjoy and just start dancing. Just let that moment be between you, yourself, and you. Right? Me, myself, and I. That's what it's always about. Just live in the moment for that moment. Like, really take it in and just get a little shake out. Even if it's a little shoulder shimmy because you're a little nervous to break out and dance, just let it flow naturally. If you're at work and you can't do something like that, sing something. Like, hum something, Just get yourself out of stagnant energy, ultimately. And if you're a person like me, sometimes I like to go buy those mandala. Is it mandala? I think it's a mandala. Mandala coloring, books with the markers, just to color, because coloring is also allowing your creativity to flow. Because maybe you didn't draw what you're coloring, but you're making the choice of what color do I want to draw. What color do I want to, color this particular image? And most times it's not just one color in the entire picture. There's different colors. And you have the opportunity to really pay attention to what it is that you're doing. Why are you making most things red and having little tints of blue? Is it your root chakra? Is it your, throat chakra? Is it your sacral chakra? Pay attention to the colors, because colors can also let you in a little secret on how you're feeling, So everything kind of ties together if you haven't, picked up on that exactly. But it's all about just doing a little bit of something, because that little bit of something will eventually end up being enough going forward. And like I said, these breaks that you do, I'm not saying spend an hour on it, but like, take 120 seconds, take 60 seconds, but allow yourself to re-energize and allow yourself to boost the productivity, boost what you're doing. If you feel stuck, that's okay. Just take a time out and be like, you know what? Let me move my shoulders around a little bit. Let me go ahead and just slide left to right 1 second. Let me go ahead and just color real quick on my paper. I mean, it may look like I'm not paying attention, but I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to get my brain moving a little bit. You know what I mean? So take those breaks that are necessary, because they are necessary. And then the last tip that I would give you is collaborative creativity. So this is engaging in creative activities with other people. So rather that's hosting a painting night with friends, or starting a storytelling club, or joining a local choir if you're musically inclined, engage in creative activities with other people. Collaborative creativity does not only foster connections, but it also amplifies the joy of creating together. Okay? Paint and sips are unmatched. Like, unmatched. And that's because you really, like, I love the idea of painting and sipping, because, you know, I know you've heard the term liquid courage before, and sometimes that's real, especially if you are an introverted person, or you wouldn't consider yourself to be a socialite. Like, sometimes you need a little liquid courage to break those walls down. But when you're painting, oh my God, that's the whole nother free expression. So if you have never took up painting, please go and do it. If you do a paint and sip, it's okay, because things are traced out. All you gotta do is color within the lines. If you can color within some lines, you are a-okay. And if you can't, you are still a-okay. But I would totally encourage anybody and everybody to go and do a paint and sip if you can. Okay? Now, if you feel like, I don't know how to paint, I'm about to embarrass myself and all the other things above, go to your nearest Five and Below, okay, or Wally World, probably even Target, Marshalls, Michaels. Go to your nearest store. Go buy yourself a canvas, an easel, and some paint. You don't have to know how to paint. You can just do some abstract art, meaning whatever emotion you're feeling, you find the color that matches that frequency that you want, and just draw whatever on that canvas. The beautiful thing about a blank canvas is that it can be whatever it is that you want to paint. And the beautiful thing about abstract art is that it doesn't have to look like anything. It only looks like your expression. Expression is free. Expression is, it's free flowing. And so there is no right or wrong. And that's why I say to anybody, if you can do so, if you have the means to do so, please get yourself a canvas and easel and some paint. And just allow your expressions to flow. Allow your creativity to flow. Even if you end up with a whole bunch of lines on your paper, guess what? Those are your lines. You did that. Creativity, the beautiful thing about creativity is there's no rules to that. There's no rules. It's just whatever you want. It's just whatever feels good. And if you can find somebody to do that with, oh my God, their possibilities are limitless. But if you can't, that's okay. Be in the company of yourself. But collaborative creativity is joyful. So if you can join a pottery class, go to Zumba, or just sign up for a dance class where you can be in that element with other people, it gets the energy flowing. It allows you to have that moment to socialize. And it just really feels good at the end of the day. So just make sure that you do that, okay? Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Vashti, I'm not creative at all. Well, I'm here to tell you that everyone has a spark of creativity within them. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. It's about embracing the process, not the end result. So if you're ready to give it a shot, here's a little fun exercise, okay? So I'm gonna do this exercise like live right now. So y'all gonna hear me move around and grab some materials, but I wouldn't tell y'all to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So you're going to grab a piece of paper and some color pencils or some markers, whatever feels good. Let me go ahead and grab a couple things here. I'm gonna grab like 2 colors, because why not? 2 is better than 1. All right. So you're gonna grab a piece of paper and grab some color pencils or grab some markers, okay? And then I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your hands move freely on the paper. Now don't think about it. I want you to just feel. I want you to let your inner artist take over and see what emerges. It can be abstract, it could be a doodle, it could be anything. But this is your creative essence coming to life. And remember, there's no judgment here. It's all about the joy of creation and the joy of self-expression. So go ahead and give it a try. Grab a piece of paper, grab some color pencils, grab some markers, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your hand move freely on the paper. Let's just take a couple moments right now. If you're driving, just enjoy the silence or enjoy the ASMR of me drawing on some paper. But if you are able to do so, do this moment with me right now. So I have my paper, I have my marker. We're gonna close our eyes, take a deep breath. And we're not gonna think about it. We're just gonna allow our hands to go where it wants to go. Because it doesn't matter. Okay. My picture over here looking like I'm in pre-K4, y'all. But that's okay, because it's all about just the freedom. It's the freedom. You know what's interesting about this? Like, I'm still, can y'all hear that? I'm still going, like I'm looking and I'm just like, oh wow, this is nice. It feels like, I mean, I know what my picture looks like. It looks very interesting, but there's a lot of emotion that I feel out of this. So it may sound silly at first, right? Just the ideal of doing something like that. But again, you're allowing yourself to express. You're allowing the negativity, or you're allowing the pent-up energy to be released, to be expressed. And that's what's truly important. That's what's truly important, okay? So as we wrap up this part of this electrifying episode, I want you to take one thing with you. Your creativity is a gift waiting to be unwrapped. So whether you choose to paint, write, dance, sing, or express yourself in any way that speaks to your soul, know that it's a powerful form of self-care. So embrace your inner artist and let your creativity be your gateway to a happier and more fulfilled you. So, with that being said, we're going to close out with an oracle card, because that's what we do. This deck I'm going to be using is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. And what I'm going to do is just shuffle it through. So here's a little bit more ASMR for those who are interested. And I love this card deck, and I feel like I'm going to always use this card deck going forward because it is the sacred self-care, and it's just little messages that we need to hear right now. So what message do we need to hear right now? For all those listening, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put the rest away. Oh, this is a good one. We have number 33. Make a vision board. The mantra for this card is, my dreams have come true. Visualization is a key part of manifestation, and making a vision board is a potent way to call in what you've been seeking. So get crafty with paper and scissors to construct a vision board with images that represent the things, people, and experiences you want in your life. Alternatively, use motivational images on your computer or phone background for a portable digital vision board. Pair images with words to add specificity and energy to your manifestation process. So for example, if there's a certain type of job opportunity or a romantic partner or life experience that you want to call in, you can write out a detailed list explaining how you like that person or event to manifest and how it will make you feel. These techniques work because we are made to hone in on what's important. In turn, we start to prioritize taking the necessary steps to bring our desires to life. So as you get clarity on what you want, you're more likely to recognize it and work towards it as it becomes more real and feels more tangible. See it, feel it, be it. If you are a journaler, here's a prompt for you. And if you're not a journaler, I challenge you to start writing, because I will start providing journal prompts at the end of every single episode. So your journal prompt for today, or this week, is, what are the top 3 things you want to manifest in your life? What are the top 3 things you want to manifest in your life? I love this. 33 is a master number in numerology. And I feel like that it really ties in with the whole creativity message, because when you have a vision board, you can do whatever it is that you want. You can have whatever it is that you want. You are in creative control. You are in full creative control. So if you feel like you're not creative, start making a vision board and tell somebody you ain't creative. Yeah, right. If you could put something on that board, it is creativity. It is you. So let it shine through. Let it happen. I'm loving so far how all of these oracle cards that we get into at the end of every episode really complements the episode, because it really ties it together at the end. And I love that. That's just how spirit works. That's how the universe works. And I'm 100% here for it. So, wasn't that an exhilarating episode? I hope you're feeling inspired, and I hope that you're ready to let your creative spirit soar. Until next time, I hope that you take care of yourself. I hope that you nurture your creativity, and I hope that you keep shining. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I look forward to seeing you again on next episode. Remember, we have new episodes every single Tuesday. Every Tuesday is going up. on a Tuesday. No, seriously though, it really is. So thank you so much for your constant support. Remember, if you have any questions, you can email me at neoselfcare@gmail.com. If you have topics for the episode, if you want some guidance or advice, either way it goes. We are a community here. I love each and every one of you. You always have a friend in me. You are never alone. And remember, continue to nourish yourself. Continue to be yourself unapologetically, and continue to hold on to faith and be in alignment with what it is that you wish to receive. I appreciate you guys again. I will catch you next time for next episode. Have an amazing rest of your incredible week. And I will talk to you soon. Later, y'all. Bye.